The village bustles with activity as the sun rises, casting a golden glow over the mud brick homes and neatly swept courtyards. Amina, a young woman in her early 20s, sits on a wooden stool outside her family's compound. She is weaving a colorful basket, her delicate hands moving deftly, but her mind is far away. Amina narrates in a soft, reflective voice. I always dreamed of a love story that would sweep me off my feet, a love as pure as the rain and as enduring as the baobab tree. Little did I know, fate had a plan for me, but not the one I imagined. Her best friend, Zainab, appears carrying a calabash of water on her head. Zainab is cheerful and sharp-tongued, often the voice of reason in Amina's life. She sets the calabash down and teases Amina. Zainab. Amina, are you daydreaming about that prince from your mother's tales again? You'll scare away all the suitors in Kofar Doka. Amina laughs, brushing off Zainab's teasing, but her expression turns wistful. Amina. Sometimes I wonder if love like that even exists. Later that day, the village market is bustling with activity. Vendors call out their wares, children chase each other through the stalls, and women haggle over prices. Suddenly, a loud commotion breaks out. A runaway donkey charges through the market, scattering people and appending goods. Panic ensues. Out of nowhere, a man emerges, tall and broad-shouldered, his movements swift and calculated. This is Danjuma, a mysterious stranger who grabs the donkey's reins and brings it to a halt. The villagers cheer as Danjuma helps the shaken child who had been in the donkey's path. Villager 1, who is he? Villager 2, a hero. That's who. Danjuma's charm and bravery immediately win the admiration of the villagers. Amina watches from a distance, her heart skipping a beat. Danjuma notices her gaze and smiles. Amina quickly looks away, her cheeks flushing. The next morning, Amina goes to fetch water from the village well. She hums softly to herself, enjoying the quiet. As she pulls up her bucket, she hears a voice behind her. Danjuma. Good morning. Need a hand? Startled, Amina turns to see Danjuma standing there, his smile warm and disarming. She hesitates, but nods. Together, they haul the heavy bucket out of the well. As they work, they exchange pleasantries. Danjuma's voice is smooth, his words laced with intrigue. He tells Amina about his travels, painting vivid pictures of distant lands. Danjuma. I've seen deserts that stretch endlessly, mountains that kiss the sky, and rivers so wide they seem like oceans. But nothing compares to the beauty of this village and its people. Amina blushes, but Zainab, who arrives just in time to overhear, narrows her eyes. She pulls Amina aside after Danjuma leaves. Zainab, be careful, Amina. He's too smooth. Men like that often carry secrets. Amina brushes off Zainab's concerns, but a seed of doubt is planted. Over the following weeks, Danjuma becomes a fixture in the village. He helps repair the broken market stalls, teaches the children songs from his travels, and even joins the men during evening storytelling sessions. The villagers grow fond of him, but Zainab remains skeptical. She notices small inconsistencies in his stories and begins quietly observing him. Danjuma's courtship of Amina progresses. He brings her small gifts, a carved wooden pendant, a bouquet of wildflowers, and shares tales of his adventures. Amina's heart softens, and she begins to see him as the prince of her dreams. Yet, there are moments when Danjuma's gaze turns distant, as if haunted by a shadow from his past. One evening, Chief Malam Sarki, the village elder, sits in his hut, going through a pile of letters. His wrinkled hands pause as he picks up an envelope sealed with red wax. As he reads the letter, his expression darkens. He mutters under his breath, Malam Sarki. So he has returned. Danjuma, standing by the river under the moonlight. He holds a small, worn photograph in his hands, a family portrait. His jaw tightens as he whispers to himself, I'll make it right.